Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to become a member of the channel fam. Today we're diving into a true Simic masterpiece, Gretchen Titchwillow. This isn't your typical value commander. This is a precision-engineered combo machine. For just 2 mana, we get a 0/4 halfling druid with an incredible activated ability. Pay 2 GQ to draw a card and put a land from our hand onto the battlefield, untapped. Now, at 4 mana per activation, that's decent, but we're not here for decent. We're here to activate this ability 50 times in one turn, draw our entire deck, and win on the spot. This is classic untap combo. We transform our lands into mana engines, untap them repeatedly to generate infinite resources, and transition directly into a game-winning combo. Before we break down every piece of this clockwork engine, hit that subscribe button and smash the like button to support the channel. Step 1 of our master plan: turn our basic forests into absolute powerhouses with our land Auras Suite. We start with the efficient 1 mana options: Wild Growth, Utopia Sprawl, and Fertile Ground. Each adds 1 extra mana to a land. Why run all 3? Redundancy and consistency. In cEDH, drawing one of these in your opening hand means turn 1 forest plus aura equals 3 mana on turn 2. That's Gretchen with protection mana up. Then we escalate to the high-yield auras. Overgrowth adds GG, while Dawn's Reflection and Market Festival each add 2 mana in any color combination. These are the difference between breaking even and going exponential. A forest with Overgrowth taps for 3 green mana. With an Untapper, we can generate massive net positive mana. These auras are the precision gears that make our engine hum. Once our lands are supercharged, we need creatures to untap them. Arbor Elf is the MVP, 1 mana to untap any forest. Turn 1, Forest, Arbor Elf. Turn 2, Forest with Utopia. Sprawl, tap for 2 mana. Arbor Elf untaps it. Tap again. Boom! 4 mana on turn 2 for Gretchen. Voyaging Satyr untaps any land, giving us flexibility. Ley Weaver untaps 2 lands. If both have Overgrowth, that's 6 mana back. Krosan Restorer is tech gold. With Threshold, it untaps 3 lands at once. Stone Cedar Hierophant is brilliant. Every time we put a land into play with Gretchen, Landfall untaps the Hierophant. We activate it to untap a high-value land, and we're mana positive. Finally, Sanctum Weaver, with multiple enchantments in play. This taps for absurd amounts of mana and becomes its own infinite mana engine when enchanted properly. These are our engine cogs. Here's where the magic happens. The core combo. Biomancer's Familiar is our linchpin. This mutant reduces all activated abilities of our creatures by the 2. That means Gretchen's ability now costs only GU instead of 2 GU. This cost reduction is the difference between needing 4 mana per activation versus 2. It lowers our combo barrier by an entire turn. Next, the Untappers, freed from the real or Pemmin's aura. We enchant Gretchen with one of these, and suddenly we can untap her for just U. Here's the loop. We have a land producing at least G. Say, a forest with Utopia Sprawl and Fertile Ground. Tap it for G. Activate Gretchen. For GU, drawing a card and putting a land into play, tap that new land for mana. Pay U to untap Gretchen. And repeat. We draw our entire deck, drop all our lands into play, and win with Laboratory Maniac. Alternatively, enchant Sanctum Weaver. If it taps for 3 or more mana, we tap it, pay U to untap, and generate infinite mana to fuel Gretchen's ability. We've drawn our deck and have infinite mana. Now, how do we actually win? Laboratory Maniac is the classic. With an empty library, we activate Gretchen one more time. Labman's replacement effect triggers. We win. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, is our backup. Same ability, but as a planeswalker, harder to remove. Thassa's Oracle is the cEDH staple. When it enters with an empty library and sufficient devotion to blue, we immediately win. No draw required, and walking Ballista is our non-blue win condition. With infinite colorless mana, cast it for X equals 1000, ping all opponents to death. This wins through islands shutting off effects. We have redundancy in win conditions because cEDH is about playing through interaction. They counter Labman. We have Jace. They hate out blue. We have Ballista. Every combo deck needs tutors, and we run the most efficient suite available. Muddle the Mixture is brilliant. It's both a counterspell and a tutor. Early game, counter opposing combos. Mid to late game, transmute it for 3 mana to find any 2-drop. Freed from the real, Pemmin's Aura, or Biomancer's Familiar. This spell is the same principle for 1-drops. Transmute to find Arbor Elf, Wild Growth, or Sol Ring. Mystical Tutor and Worldly Tutor are 1 mana instant speed tutors that put cards on top of our library. Mystical finds our combo pieces or counters. Worldly finds our creatures. Merchant Scroll tutors for any instant, which can grab Muddle or our counter spells. These tutors ensure we assemble our combo consistently. Every single game. This isn't a glass cannon. We're packing serious interaction. Counterspell is the classic, but Disallow is criminally underplayed. It counters spells and activated abilities, stopping Thassa's Oracle triggers and opposing combo activations. Force of Will and Swan Song are our free counter spells for protecting our combo or stopping opponents when we're tapped out. Rewind and Snap are secret mana rituals. Rewind costs 4 but untaps 4 lands. If those lands have auras, we're untapping 8 or more mana. It's a free counter spell that accelerates us. We also run Beast Within for problematic permanence and Evacuation as our board wipe. The philosophy: we need enough interaction to survive early pressure and disrupt opposing combos while assembling our own win. Speed is everything in cEDH. Sol Ring and Mana Crypt are auto-includes. Turn 1, Sol Ring into turn 2. Gretchen is our dream start. Birds of Paradise, Llanowar Elves, and Findhorn Elves are our 1-mana dogs that enable turn 2 Gretchen consistently. For card selection, Brainstorm, Ponder, and Preordain are the classic 1-mana cantrips that find our combo pieces. Mystic Remora is cEDH's premier draw engine. 1 mana for an enchantment that draws us a card whenever opponents cast non-creature spells. In this format, it triggers constantly. Frantic Search draws 3, discards 2, and untaps 3 lands. It's free card filtering and a mana ritual. These acceleration and card draw spells ensure we hit our critical pieces early and often. Our mana base is meticulously constructed. We run 31 lands total, 12 forests, 5 islands, and quality duels. Why so many forests? Our auras like Utopia, Sprawl, and Untappers like Arbor Elf specifically require them. Tropical Island and Breeding Pool are essential. They're both forest and island, working with all our synergies. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, is a force multiplier. It turns all our lands into forests, meaning suddenly every island can be enchanted with Utopia Sprawl, and every fetch land can be untapped by Arbor Elf. We run 7 fetch lands for deck thinning, and color fixing. Gaia's Cradle is insane if you have access to it. We often have 5 or 6 creatures, making Cradle a massive mana source. The philosophy: we need forests for our engine, color fixing for our spells, and minimal tapped lands because tempo is everything. Let's talk piloting strategy. Mulligans. Always look for at least 2 lands, a 1 mana dork, and ideally a 1 mana aura. A hand that deploys Gretchen by turn 3 with blue mana for protection is a keeper. Early game, turns 1 to 3, prioritize landing an aura on a forest and deploying an Untapper. Turn 1, forest plus Arbor elf. Turn 2, Utopia Sprawl. You now have explosive mana for turn 3 Gretchen. Mid-game, turns 4-6. This is engine building. Deploy Biomancer's Familiar. Tutor for Freed from the Real with Model the Mixture. And accumulate resources by activating Gretchen once or twice per turn. Assess the table. Who's the threat? Save your counters for the most dangerous spells. Late game, the combo turn. Wait for opponents to tap out or use free counter spells for protection. Then execute. Activate the infinite loop. Draw your deck. Cast Labman. And win. Key tip: Gretchen activates at instant speed. So if someone tries to remove her, respond by activating her multiple times before she dies. Gretchen Titchwillow is a beautiful exercise in Simic efficiency. A finely tuned combo engine that rewards tight play and deep format knowledge. It's less about big creatures and more about the delicate balance of mana engines and untapped triggers. When piloted correctly, it races the fastest decks and grinds out mid-range strategies. This deck is competitive. cEDH, approximately 32 to 35% win rate in 4-player pods with favorable matchups against most of the field. Thank you for watching this deep dive. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please subscribe for more cEDH content. Hit that like button and consider checking out channel membership for early deck techs and exclusive gameplay. Drop a comment letting me know what deck you want covered next. Until next time, happy brewing, and may your Titchwillow always find a land in hand.